Okay, so I want to trace the trap around Muscle Man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my blob brush, and remember I'm in my trap layer, and I'm going to select a brush weight that's thicker than the one that I see here, but not as thick as what I'm showing right now in my preview. So I'm going to make it a little bit thinner. Right, so maybe like 6 points. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to just gesture out, and look, I don't have to be like super exact, and I can pick up my mouse and let go. And I'm going to continue off of this line, and I'm going to gesture out Muscle Man's hair. Now, if I was using a Cintiq, this would be a lot faster. So I'm sort of concentrating, and it's taking a little bit of time. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Now the blob brush also has a smooth or fidelity feature. So if it's correcting too much, you can always double click on the tool and you can get it to correct the way that it's drawing the line. Okay, so I just drew these lines capturing, or what's the term, trapping the area where his hair would be. So you'll see that it's one shape. See that? It's just one shape. One shape. So as the blob brush continues to touch or connect with these earlier lines, it merges them all together into one continuous line. All right, so what I'd like you to do, and Cindy, Diego, and I are going to walk around. What I'd like you to do for the next few minutes, I want you to draw the trap with the blob brush around Muscle Man. So just go ahead and draw the blob trap around Muscle Man. And look, just do the best you can. It doesn't have to be like a Picasso. That's a joke, by the way. Because if you've ever seen Picasso's drawings, they're pretty messy. Do you know who else is a work of art? Do you watch Regular Show? I do. Okay. So if you see Regular Show, that's one of Muscle Man's sticks. He goes, or stick. He always says, "You know who else?" So some of the details in his face, I might use a thinner brush because it's just getting too heavy. It's getting too thick. So I'm going to come back and do those last. And maybe his hands, I'll also use a thinner brush. So once again, I'm just drawing the trap.
Do we have to fill it in?
We are going to fill it in, but we're going to do that later.
Okay.
Only worry about the outline. Only worry about the trap for now, okay? How do you guys like the tool so far? I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I ran out of space. This again. So for the eyes, the mouth, the nose, the hands, I call these, or some of the details, I'm going to use a thinner brush just because if I use something this big, it's going to wash out or sort of smear out some of the accuracy of these lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a slightly thinner blob in some of these areas. So Muscle Man, if you're not familiar with his character, he kind of looks like Frankenstein a little bit. He has kind of greenish looking skin. And if you want to get his colors, you might want to do a quick Google search and you're going to see what he looks like. The green line is the edge of the layer. It's a layer color. There you go. So I completed my trap around the object. So if I turn off my reference layer, this is what it looks like. If I turn off both layers, this is what it looks like. There's my trapping. Here's my reference image. Trap, reference image, trap, reference image. Okay, so I'm going to walk around. I'm going to check and see where you guys are at. And then we're going to fill in the color here in a few minutes. Looks good, looks good. Very nicely done. Everybody look like you're doing okay? Some nice blobs going. You know how Muscle Man sounds? I'm not gonna All right, can I show you the next step? No? Maya saying no. Okay. Can I look at what Muscle Man looks like?